Have you ever felt like you are going through life and you're a believer, you put your faith in the Lord, and you recognize that there are still unhealed places in your heart and in your life? And maybe it's you interacted with someone and something was triggered, or you just have this nagging feeling that there is still something that is unhealed in you. So, if that is you, I want to say, first of all, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you are catching one of my videos, my name is Monique Scrip, and today I'm going to be talking about how Jesus wants to set you free. Jesus wants to set you free. He can set you free, and you can be fully healed and whole. And so, if there's still those parts of you that's like, whether you experienced abuse or trauma, or there's just an unhealed part in you, you don't have to live that way. You don't have to live under something. You can be fully healed. So, I hope that that is a word of encouragement to you today. So, the very first scripture that we're going to look at is in John 10:36. And in John 10:36, it says, "So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed." So that is a reminder to you that if God sets you free, you can find full and whole freedom in Him. And if you're looking in any other place, like, it is always going to come short because the full healing only comes through Jesus. And so there's a story in Luke 10 where Jesus is sending his disciples out, and he sends them in pairs of twos, and they're casting out demons, and they're doing miracles, and they're spreading the gospel. And so they come back to him. Okay, they've all been sent out, and then they come back together, and they say to Jesus, okay, I'm going to read this. It's in Luke chapter 10, starting in verse 17. "Then the 70 returned with joy, saying, 'Lord, even the demons are subject to us in your name.' And he said to them," okay, now this is Jesus speaking. He said, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Behold, I give you authority to trample on serpents and scorpions over all the power of the enemy, and nothing by any means shall hurt you." Verse 20, "Nevertheless, do not rejoice in this, that the spirits are subject to you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven." Okay, so basically, the disciples go out, they're doing all of these miracles, like, they are blown away by the miracles. They come back and they tell Jesus, and Jesus is like, "Okay, yes, but don't be excited about the miracles. Be excited about your identity. Be excited because your name is written in heaven. Like, you are no longer a part of this world. You have a new identity. You are seated in heavenly places. You operate from heavenly places. You operate through Christ. You operate through the power that is coming as a Christian, as somebody whose identity has changed. And so I want that to be a word to you today as well, is your healing doesn't just come because you've gotten this profound revelation, or you're seeing the manifestation of a miracle. It comes because your identity has shifted. You've become a child of God. Your identity comes through him. And so I'm going to read verse 20 again. "Nevertheless, do not rejoice in this, that the spirits are subject to you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven." You are a child of God. And if you are a child of God, He can set you free. Like, there should be something in you that just exhales, because it's like you can find freedom. Now, in order to find freedom, you have to go to Him. You have to go to Him. You have to ask. You have to ask for Him to heal parts of your life. You have to ask for Him to reveal to you and show you the areas of your life that you need to release, that you need to forgive, that you need to let go. And when you go to Him, you can find that healing. So, as a believer, one of the things I really want to encourage you to do is to take time each day to spend with God. Take time to be in His Word. Take time to be in prayer, because when you have a relationship with Him, like, you can recognize the identity and the authority. And so that doesn't come without spending time with Him. That is one of the reasons you hear me talk a lot about my devotional, meeting Him in the quiet place, 30 days with a God who wants to speak to you. I wrote this. This is not like a huge moneymaker. This is literally, I wrote this because I felt called to put something together for those of you who are like, I need the structure to sit with God each day. It has journaling prompts. It has a daily message, it has journaling prompts, and it has scripture every single day where you're sitting with God, you're spending time with Him, you are in His presence, and you're hearing from Him. And healing comes as you spend time with Him. Healing comes when you are seeking out that healing. You don't just sit and God, God can do anything, but most of the time, it's going to require you going and asking for healing. So many stories in the Bible that talk about the people who sought Jesus. The woman with the issue of blood, she sought Jesus. She went after Jesus. Jesus was talking to other people. He was headed somewhere else to heal somebody else, and she sought after him. She touched the hem of his garment and she was healed. And so this is a word for you today, is that you need to seek after him. You need to touch the hem of his garment and say, God, I need you to heal me. And his power can deliver that. And then the last thing that I want to leave you with is that if you are a Christian, if your identity is in him, if you are a child of his, you are given authority. And so when you are given authority, you have to declare what is going to be. You're not going to just sit in a place of, oh, I'm miserable, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, those things may be true in the natural, but they're not true in the spirit realm. And so you have to declare, I am healed, I am whole, I am healthy, I am free. I am not filled with anxiety, I'm filled with peace. And you declare those truths over your life because you've been given authority. Verse 19, behold, I give you authority. This is Jesus speaking to his disciples, and this is Jesus speaking to you. Behold, I give you authority to trample over serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. So if the enemy is coming to hurt you and to keep you crippled, it is because you have a call on your life and he's trying to keep you from that calling. And so if you're sitting in weakness, if you're sitting in complacency, if you're sitting in your hurts and your traumas, those things are very real, but you're not meant to sit in it and to stay in it. You are meant to take authority and to keep moving forward, to take authority to be healed of all of the things that are hurting you so that you can step into your God-given authority. When God gave Adam the role to name the animals and to take care of creation and to tend the garden, he gave him authority. He gave him power over those things to subdue. He has created man to subdue the earth. We have authority on the earth. Okay, so I hope that this is a word of encouragement to you today, that you do not have to live under something. You don't have to live with that nagging feeling of betrayal, hurts, traumas. Those things are very real, but Jesus can set you free if you are willing to go to him. So I hope that blessed you and you have a wonderful day.